Taj Mahal, meaning crown of the palace, is an ivory-white marble mausoleum on the south bank of the Yamuna River in the Indian city of Agra. The pinnacle of Mughal architecture, was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, 1628 to 1658. The tomb is the centerpiece of a 17-hectare, 42-acre, complex, which includes a mosque and a guest house, and is set in formal gardens bounded on three sides by a crenellated wall. Dedicated to Mumtaz Mahal, Arjamand Begum, the wife of Shah Jahan. At her deathbed, Mumtaz Mahal asks Shah Jahan to construct a mausoleum in her memory. Shah Jahan fulfills her last wish and builds the Taj Mahal, as a symbolic gesture of their eternal romance. She was very beautiful and very much lovable to the king Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan lost Mumtaz Mahal when she died, giving birth to their 14th child. The Taj Mahal is known as the symbol of love and devotion of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to Mumtaz Mahal. Thousands of visitors come to see this wonderful building of love in Agra every year. Thousands of artists, artisans and workers worked for 20 years to complete it. About 32 million rupees was spent during the years 1632 to 1653 on this great architectural venture. Today that amount would be close to $1.3 billion USD. The beauty of the Taj smiles in the silvery night of the full moon. The Taj changes colors depending on the light. The Taj is pinkish in the morning, milky white in the evening and golden when the moon shines. The beauty of the Taj smiles in the silvery night of the full moon. Most tourists visit in the cooler months of October, November and February. One of the seven wonders of the world, the Taj sees many visitors every day. The Taj Mahal attracts a large number of tourists. UNESCO documented more than 2 million visitors in 2001, which had increased to about 7 to 8 million in 2014. The entire Taj complex consists of 5 major constituents, namely Darwaza, main gateway, Bagicha, gardens, masjid, mosque, Nakrkhana, rest house, and Raza, main mausoleum. The original door of this massive sandstone gateway was made out of solid silver. It was constructed to serve the function of preventing the people from getting any glimpse of the tomb until they are right in the doorway itself. With a vertical symmetry, the main gateway of Taj Mahal stands bordered with Arabic calligraphy of verses from the Quran, made up of black stone. One of the most majestic man-made creations, the Taj was covered with a huge scaffold in the 20th century so that it looked like a stockpile of bamboo to bombers. Then during the India-Pakistan War in 1971, and after 9/11, it was protected by camouflaging it with a green cloth. Did you know? According to one gruesome, and most likely sensational, story, Shah Jahan had his minions cut off the hands of the Taj Mahal's architect and his workers after the structure was completed, ensuring they would never build another of its kind. The story of the arms of all artisans being amputated by is probably a myth because the architect worked on other projects. The architect WHO lead the team of architects to build the Taj Mahal laid the foundation of the Red Fort too. Ustad Ahmed Lahori was probably the leader of the architects team. Seeing that Shah Jahan commissioned him to work on a project after Taj means he was clearly using both his arms. Ever wondered what was Shah Jahan's first reaction on beholding the great Taj? Should guilty seek asylum here, like one pardoned, he becomes free from sin. Should a sinner make his way to this mansion, all his past sins are to be washed away. The sight of this mansion creates sorrowing sighs and the sun and the moon shed tears from their eyes. In this world this edifice has been made to display thereby the Creator's glory. The foundation of Taj Mahal would have eroded years ago if Yamuna wasn't there. Taj's foundation is made of timber which is not supposed to be long-lasting. Teak wood should weaken over time and crumble owing to rot and ruin, but that did not happen because the wood is kept strong and moist by the Yamuna River. The Taj Mahal is taller than Qutub Minar. The Taj Mahal is about 5 feet taller than Qutub Minar. A comparison with other monuments around the world can be found below. The fountains have a special feature to ensure uniform water pressure in the fountains. To ensure uniform and undiminished water pressure in the fountains, the fountain pipes were not connected directly with the copper pipes feeding them. Instead, a copper pot was provided under each fountain pipe so that the water first fills the pot and then only rises at the same time in the fountains. The pressure in the pots is maintained and so in the fountains. George Harrison clicked a selfie at the Taj. One of the first selfies taken at Taj were by George Harrison. He used the fisheye lens. He clicked a selfie at Taj Mahal during his India visit in 1966. At the age of 23, George Harrison visited India as an ordinary tourist and took this selfie in front of Taj Mahal in Agra while he was learning to play sitar, a type of Indian musical instrument, from his guru, the sitar maestro Ravi Shankar. The minarets were built tilting outwards to protect the Taj from calamities like earthquakes. If you observe carefully, you'll find that the 4 minarets are tilting outwards. This was done so that in the event of a natural disaster, like earthquake, the minars won't fall on the main gummad or dome, thereby ensuring the safety of the tomb. The interior of Taj is capable of blinding any goblin with its grand inlay work. 28 kinds of rare, semi-precious and precious stones were used for inlay work in the Taj Mahal. They were sourced from Sri Lanka, Tibet, China and of course several places in India. During the British rule, the monument was violated several times because of these stones, and it was only in the late 19th century that restoration work was taken over. Passages from Quran have been used as decorative elements throughout the complex. On the sides of the actual tomb of Mumtaz Mahal, 99 names of Allah can be found as calligraphic inscriptions. Different types of marbles used in construction of Taj Mahal were brought over from many different regions and countries: Rajasthan, Punjab, China, Tibet, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, and Arabia. For the transportation of the construction materials, more than 1,000 elephants were employed. Number of workers, 20,000. Many precious stones and lapis lazuli, a semi-precious stone, were ripped off from its walls by the Britishers during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Shah Jahan wanted to build another Taj Mahal, a black Taj Mahal. Emperor Shah Jahan is widely believed to have desired a mausoleum for himself similar to that of the one he had built in memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. The writings of the European traveler, Tavernier mention that Shah Jahan began to build his own tomb on the other side of the river but could not complete it as he was deposed by his own son Aurangzeb. Shah Jahan's daughter Jahanara Begum refused a grand burial like the Taj. She said, "Allah is the living, the sustaining. Let no one cover my grave except with greenery, for this very grass suffices as a tomb cover for the poor." The mortal simplistic Princess Jahanara, disciple of the Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, daughter of Shah Jahan the Conqueror, may Allah illuminate his proof. The makers employed an optical trick so that as you move closer to the gate, the Taj keeps getting smaller. It seems to grow bigger as you walk away. The guides here say when you leave, you take the Taj with you in your heart. The first set of graves is placed in the central chamber, surrounded by an intricately carved marble screen or jali, inside the main mausoleum. The second set of graves is placed in the lower chamber, which is right below the central chamber. A purpose that many believe is to conceal the presence of real graves of Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan. According to the Muslim tradition, the real graves are always placed underground so that they remain undisturbed and the dead person could wait till the Day of Judgment. Fast facts. Year of construction, 1631. Completed in 1653. Time taken, 22 years. Built by Shah Jahan. Dedicated to Mumtaz Mahal, Arjamand Begum, the wife of Shah Jahan. Location, Agra, Uttar Pradesh, India. Building type, Islamic tomb. Architecture, Mughal, combination of Persian, Islamic and Indian architecture style. Architect, Ustad Ahmad Lahori. Cost of construction, 32 million rupees during the years 1632 to 1653. Today that amount would be close to 1.3 billion USD. Number of workers, 20,000. Number of elephants, 1,000. Highlights: one of the 7 wonders of the world, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Timings: sunrise to sunset, Friday closed.